foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's make these babies cry.
Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Ready.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give this to Bell running right. Down right around the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Stop your whining.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 17, Darnold. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Bell. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson taking it in. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Touchdown, defense.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 36, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Who got 17? Man, let's
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quentin Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. This is Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. kill. 82 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Go, go! The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 79 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now it's Mahomes again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Exit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
15. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Butker now to add the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st down, Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yellow, let's go, blue lady. Attack. I'm here all day.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 38, Mahomes. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Mahomes now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's McCoy. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Williamson gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got a 1st down past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On 1st and 10, Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow. Push him back. Push him back.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Let's get. Wait. 15. Screen. Off the screen.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this is caught. That's Watkins.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Attack!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone's got 4. 4 down.
Check 26, Chatty. 57 colors.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Bell. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and the nose of the football.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, rip it, rip it.
57's mine. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 24. Check 24.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.